What is justice? When we look at the world today, we often think how it is filled with cruelty and injustice. It leaves us in an annoying state, pondering that those in authority misuse their power for their own worldly benefits. We come to a realization that this world is not fit for those who possess an innocent heart and are weak, financially, politically, or even physically. We also know that everything happens in this universe by the will of God, as he mentions in his book.
قل لن يصيبنا إلا ما كتب الله لنا قل لن يصيبنا إلا ما كتب الله لنا هو مولانا وعلى الله فليتوكل المؤمنون.
He is the creator and controller of entire universe and everything which it encompasses.
وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم.
He also promises the mankind that he does not do an atom's weight of injustice to anyone.
إن الله لا يظلم مثقال ذرة وإن تك حسنة يضاعفها ويؤت من لدنه أجرا عظيما.
Now the question arises, why is this world full of injustice? Why such cruelty? We know that it's not a big deal in this world for those in power to commit crimes such as bribery, sexual harassment, rape, or even murder, and then easily get away without being dealt with punishment or even judicial trials. We see riots and wars all across the globe in which thousands of innocent people, including children, women, and elderly, get killed because of the filthy politics of the so-called leaders of the countries. Now, it is very important to realize that even if the criminals like rapists or murderers get a punishment according to the law, the land he or she has committed the crime, the justice itself is not served to the victim. By punishing the culprit, we ensure that the rest of society becomes a little safer from that crime to occur in future. Let us understand this with an example. Take any case where a girl was raped and then murdered. The culprit was given a punishment after the trial. Who gets the justice? The girl herself or the girl's family? The answer is none of them, because nothing can be equivalent to someone's life, because nothing in this world can compensate for the trauma and pain she underwent, and it doesn't make any difference to her no matter how you deal with her murderer. This does not mean that we should not have any justice system or penal code at all. The criminal law is to minimize the crime in a society or nation, or otherwise there will be total anarchy. It's simply impossible to attain an absolute justice system in this world. Hence, the idea has always been to minimize the crimes. The divine Sharia law of Islam, which has strict punishment like cutting the hand of thieves in public, also aims to minimize the violation of each other's rights. Here we realize that the life of this world must not be an end, and there has to be an afterlife to attain ultimate justice for all. So to attain ultimate justice, God has promised us the compensation for any of the tiniest suffering we had in this world, either by erasing an equivalent amount of our own sins or by giving us something good in the afterlife with which we will be satisfied.
يومئذ يوفيهم الله دينهم الحق ويعلمون أن الله هو الحق المبين.
It is worth noting that in Quran, the Judgment Day is also referred to as the Day of Recompense. That is why patience is a highly encouraged to people in Islam.
واصبر فإن الله لا يضيع أجر المحسنين.
We can draw a conclusion that it is not in God's interest that we believe in Him and His mercy in the judgment day. Rather, it is in the interest of the vast majority of human population who are wronged by those who have money and authority. The concept of the Judgment Day itself is a consolation for the victims of war, riots, poverty, or any form of injustice that has ever happened on the face of this earth, as their God, the most merciful, all-aware, and all-powerful, will definitely do justice to them. We just have to believe in Him and His words. Some of us often raise this argument that if God is all-powerful and all-merciful, then why does He allow such crimes like rape and murder to happen at the first place? Like the famous astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson objected to the existence of God in this video.
Do you believe in God?
Me?
The creator?
Yeah, so I'm, the more I look at the universe, just the less convinced I am that there is something benevolent going on. So if your concept of a creator is someone who's all powerful and all good, that's not an uncommon pairing of powers that you might ascribe to a creator. All powerful and all good. And I look at disasters that afflict Earth and life on Earth. Volcanoes, hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, disease, pestilence, congenital birth defects. You look at this list of ways that life is made miserable on Earth by natural causes. And I just ask, how do you deal with that? So philosophers rose up and said, if there is a God, God is either not all-powerful or not all good.
Well, the answer is very simple, that the life of this world is nothing but a test from God which we ourselves chose to appear in. Now, this is a subject to our next video where we will, insha'Allah, discuss about it in detail,